Hi, welcome to my Tea Time Tuesday on the Native Wildman channel. This is your host Sean Catfish Wilson speaking, and I forgot to put this up before I started the video. I'm a little late starting it today. I wasn't able to record. I had been working and, life gets in the way, so. And it doesn't hurt to go live on my tea time sometimes. Alright, we got somebody in here. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Not sure who's in the chat, so gotta open it up on my other phone. Go to my own live, to be cool. Nah, that way I can keep up with the chat because I can't see the chat on that side of, on the, well, the camera's facing me. So I just gotta figure out how to do it, because I'm old. Whoa. Alrighty. So, first off today, I'd like to take my hat off, take a moment of silence to remember Ricky Hatton. He, for any of you who don't know, he was a professional boxer. He passed away today, so. Alright. Rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Thank you for giving us a lot of good boxing moments. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, buddy? Alright. And today's tea, we have Earl of the Grey. Cosmo, what are you doing? I love you. Hello. Alright. Toast to all my audience, all my fans. Thank you very much. Oh wait, I gotta do it properly. So I got this in the morning and it actually put cold water in it. I got it around 9 o'clock in the morning and it's still warmer than lukewarm, but not hot. It'd still be hot if I didn't put cold water in it though, to be honest with you. So, the subject of today's video, I wanted to show you guys the ugly stick lineup. Alright. So we've got, these are just the ones I have. Ugly Stick does have more than what I have, and I do have a 12-foot one, but I'm not, I got limited room. So I'm not going to bring a 12-foot rod up here and try to show it, even if it is two-piece. It's just too cumbersome. So we've got the Elite Pro, which is, I don't think they make this one anymore. It's the old one. It's got the Fuji eyes in it. It has a cork handle. I actually believe that these are the Fuji real seat, but it does say Shakespeare on it. So This is I really like this bait keep on this one. Cosmo, what are you doing? And this was one of my dad's rods. At least it was in my parents' basement, so I think is one that I really didn't like too much, so I gave to my dad so he could use. Alright, there we go. The next one that we're gonna pull up. Alright. This is the Ugly Stik E-Light. And it's pretty basic. Pretty basic. It's got silver coloring, and as you can see, I can only show it at a certain angle because rods are long, and I normally always get one-piece rods. This has the Ugly Tough eye guides on them, which if you're using monofilament, it'll be just fine. But if you're using braid, they're not very good with braided line. Let's see. What's up, Hefe? What's up, Jerry? How you guys doing? Thank you for stopping by. And then I've got this Ugly Stik. Oh. Wait, that's not an Ugly Stik. It is a good bourbon, though. If you like bourbon, it's probably a little bit on the pricey side for most people. But if you like bourbon, Willet Pot Stills, definitely a good one. It's got a good flavor on our neat. That's how they put it in the whiskey world. Because I always drink my whiskey neat. I don't hardly mix it with anything. If I do, it's lemonade, but that's very rare, and that's normally the cheaper stuff that's not very good anyways, like Jack but I don't drink. Maker's is actually pretty good mixed with lemonade. Maker's original, and I'll still drink that, but Lisa brought some bourbon back from the Dominican Republic. Oh, cool. That'd be whiskey. Bourbon's only in the States. You should know that, Hefe. You worked at Bourbon and Baker. But that sounds like it'd be definitely a good whiskey. Alright. This rod's probably close to as old as I am. This is the rolls from 68. I don't know how to tell how old the actual rod is. But this was also my dad's rod. This is his old Ugly Stik, and this is the original OG Ugly Stik. It's got the basic red and yellow Shakespeare Ugly Stik. It has the decent Fuji, well, These actually don't look like they're the Fuji, but they have the inserts in them, so it's this one would be braid safe also. But I have a 20-pound Berkeley trilene on it because it was my dad's rod, and he always used monofilament, so I keep monofilament on it. No fishing tonight. I had one of them back in the 80s. The ugly stick or the Abu, Jerry? Yeah, I'd like to try that whiskey, Jeff, that Lisa brought back if you guys have any of it left. I just had a little bit of, and Hefe knows how much I actually drink considering how much, I mean, I have lots of whiskey at my house. A lot of it's rye. But I drink 1 or 2 shots a month normally, so I'm not a heavy drinker. Sometimes maybe 1 shot a day, or not a day, 1 shot a week. All right, so this is one of the this is probably one of the best catfish rods you can get. This is an Ugly Stick Tiger Light. This is a casting 7-foot rod. It's a jigging rod. It's actually a pretty lightweight rod too. And as you can see, the thread pattern's a little bit bigger. It's got cork handle, little. Should have done this one outside. It's a little warm outside. And this reel on it is an Abu Garcia Catfish Pro. It's a really, really good reel. I like this reel a lot. I like that rod a lot too. That's a really good rod. And for the price that you pay for these Tiger rods, or at least I paid, they're under $100. They're more than 50. They were 59 when I bought them brand new. Now they're about 70, which if you get them, I would suggest using monofilament on it. This here is the original Ugly Stick Tiger. I had this rod since I graduated high school back in 1999. It has the little tuna on it. And this is a spinning rod. This one has a big, thick EVA foam, pretty long handle. Really, it's a really good catfish rod. And this one definitely does have the Fuji reel seat. Really good reel seat. Really good, really well built rod for a production rod. So for a production rod, these Ugly Stick Tigers are really hard to beat. Now, this one has a lot of use to it, and it's starting to get a little floppy. But I mean, it's got a lot of backbone in here. You can definitely fight the big fish. This is my this is a rod I caught my PB flathead on, which is 558 pounds without the minus 500, so 58 pounds. This exact setup, 30-pound fire line. This has the Fuji line guides. This one's been replaced because it got stepped on that pot too a long time ago and cracked. Which was kind of unfortunate, but you know, it happens. I haven't used this one yet this year because I need more line on it. It doesn't have enough line, but I can actually, there's a couple things I can do. I can just take this off, put a backing on, and put it back on, or whatnot. Since unfortunately they don't sell Fireline around here anymore, and that's honestly that's about the best fishing line you can get is Fireline. It's very super abrasion resistant. It holds up, it lasts for years. And then the last one I own in the Ugly Stik lineup is, this is the Ugly Stik Catfish. Right here, this is the Ugly Stik Catfish. Has a Fuji eyes on it. And it's all white. It's really easy to see in the dark. And if you do get the catfish, I suggest getting, if you know how to use a bait caster, getting the bait caster one. Then these little eye holes here, eyelets, are supposed to glow in the dark, but they don't really work that well at glowing in the dark. And the reel is a Mad Catz reel on it. And then this reel is a Okuma Pixar EB65. Yep, EB65, 10 bowl bearing. These are really, really good reels. Unfortunately, Okuma quit making these reels. And I don't think, in my opinion, the reels that they replaced them with they're more expensive and they're not as good as the Pixar. That's just my personal opinion. I think they still do make the Pixar in the without the bait runner on it though. Just just your normal rod and reel, like something like this, except for it has the top drag and not the bottom drag. But something like this, they still make this style. So, I believe you'd have to go to the Okuma website to find out. All right. Well, it's a Hefe was number one for a while, and then it went to Boxcar Jerry to being number one. He rose the ranks quick. make sure that I don't have anybody else on here. Sometimes you gotta make sure that your chat works right, and it's easier on the horizontal than the Cosmo than the verticals. Come here, Cosmo. Come here, Cosmo. I love you. Oh, you're such a pretty bird. A pretty bird. Pretty bird. I love you. Alright. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to see if Cosmo will step up there for a while. I love you, Cosmo. The only bad thing is if you're actually looking at your cell phone screen. Hey, Hefe's #1 again. Future studies show it's a rum aged in bourbon barrels. Oh, cool. That sounds like... Hey, there's Cosmos. There's Mr. Cosmo. There's Mr. Cosmo. Aww. Pretty bird. That sounds like it'd be good. I'm pretty sure Willet's an actual bourbon. Yep. Willet Kentucky Bourbon Straight. Or Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So yeah, Willet Pot Still is a bourbon. And it runs about $50 a bottle though. But it's definitely a good bottle. So this is my newest Bloodstone. To go with my other Bloodstone. All right. So if anyone knows about Bloodstone, the more red you have in it, the better quality it is. And then this here is a pretty cool Ocean Jasper. I really like this part here. That's really awesome. Hers is only $170 oh wow. That's more than I've ever spent on a bottle of whiskey or alcohol. Alright. And I do believe this is also Ocean Jasper. So Ocean Jasper can come in some pretty cool different. I've seen lots of different Ocean Jaspers that they've gotten in. So I know some people's probably gonna want to know out of those ugly sticks which one's the best. The one that you can afford is the best, honestly. And if you do get new ugly sticks, I definitely suggest to get monofilament on them. But if you can manage to find an old school ugly stick with the Fuji eye guides, then I would definitely go with braided fishing line, fire line, but you have to order it in nowadays, which is unfortunate. I'm thinking about just ordering like a big spool of fire line, couple 100,000 yards, or big spool. It's like 1,500 yards or something. All right. So, as far as one with a backbone, this one here is probably, it's really lightweight for a production rod or a big, like, cheaper rod, I should say. I mean, it's not as light as what my St. Croix is, but you're comparing $100 plus to sub 100. So this is probably the best ugly stick that I have as far as backbone and stuff for a 7-foot rod. Like I said, they also have the big water ugly sticks, and that would be your 2-piece ones that I think they start like 10 foot, 12, 11 foot, 12 foot, 8 foot, I think, maybe. I haven't looked at the website for a while for ugly stick to know exactly what they have anymore. They used to have some special rods with like people's names on them and stuff, but not anymore. All right. So, let me know in the comments below what you think about this video. If you have any questions about any of the ugly sticks or whatnot I didn't cover, ask me, and I will do my best to answer. I'll always give you an honest answer, of course, because I don't want to tell somebody to buy something and then have it break on them. But on that hand, you can get a bad rod, and even in the ugly sticks that will break. Highly unlikely to break an ugly stick. I've never broken an ugly stick, but I have heard of them breaking. But I've also seen people do tests on them on YouTube. Like some dude hooked it up to a 4-wheeler and a really big rod, or not rod but reel, and like cranked the drag down as tight as they could, and the four-wheeler was dragging the person, and then instead of the rod breaking, the reel broke. So that goes to tell you how tough an actual ugly stick is. Like I said, peace and long life, my friends, and I hope you have an excellent week. Good night, Jerry. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. I really appreciate it. Oh well, that smoky quartz looks pretty cool that way, and you can kind of see the pre-night.